Be sure to follow my Instagram, Marspeed_official. It's a good place for more car content, and I'll answer all your questions and DMs there. Street Racing and Technology, or more commonly known as SRT, is a high-performance group within Fiat Chrysler that likes to make some really cool performance vehicles. And today I just want to look at 5 older SRT models that were just super awesome, but they all got discontinued at some point and are probably forgotten now by most. So the first up is the Dodge Neon SRT-4. This cool little car was available from 2003 to 2005, and the Neon had a 2.4-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine that made 230 horsepower and 250 foot-pounds of torque. The Neon SRT-4 looked a lot different than the other Neon models. Some of the improvements were 17x6 alloy wheels, designed with a unique spoke pattern which allowed for more airflow to the brakes, unique side skirts, hood, rear fascia, and a large rear wing. These were all used to upgrade the exterior look of the vehicle from the normal Neons. And there are also cooling ducts in the front near the hood to help reduce temperatures in the engine bay. The SRT-4 was so unique and created a buzz in the automotive community because the car started at a retail price of just under $20,000, yet it was still able to hit 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds and the quarter mile in 13.9 seconds. And the horsepower combined with a tiny weight of only 2,880 pounds made this possible. And Dodge sold over 20,000 of the SRT-4s in the 3 years of production, so it was a huge success for them, and it won a bunch of awards as well. The replacement for the Neon was the Dodge Caliber SRT-4. This performance model of the Caliber was available in 2008 and 2009 only, and while the Neon was a success, this one was not. But the Caliber SRT-4 did also have a 2.4-liter turbo engine. This one made 285 horsepower and 265 foot-pound of torque, so more than the Neon. And to get the aggressive SRT look, again, the Caliber was changed from the regular look, so it was dropped over an inch front and back. It had bigger brakes, red calipers, 19 by 7.5 inch rims, a big rear spoiler, huge exhaust tip, rear fascia, bigger grille, and a unique hood. So the Caliber SRT-4 started at a base price of $22,999, which meant that you were getting a ton of horsepower for the price. For example, a Mazda 3 at the same time would have been about the same price with half that horsepower. But although the Caliber did have more horsepower than the Neon, it was still a bit slower due to the weight, with a still respectable 6.2 seconds 0 to 60 time and 14.6 seconds to the quarter mile.
Some STP complete fuel system too, which is one of the STPs advanced for
But unfortunately, the car was canceled after 2009 due to those poor sales, as I said, in 2 years combined. So now let's go back a few years to the only SRT V6 model ever, and the first SRT Chrysler model, the Chrysler Crossfire SRT-6. The engine found in the Crossfire is a 3.2-liter V6 supercharged from Mercedes-AMG, and this car also shares many other components with the Mercedes-Benz SLK 32 AMG, because Mercedes really helped design this car, and it was mostly their project as well. So the Crossfire SRT-6 was no slouch, still made 330 horsepower and 310 foot-pound of torque, and this allowed the car to go 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds and the quarter mile in 13.5 seconds. The Crossfire SRT-6 did offer some upgrades over the normal Crossfire, such as tuned performance suspension, the supercharger which bumped the horsepower up 115, a permanent spoiler, SRT wheels, bigger brakes, and there was also no manual option on the SRT-6, it only came in an automatic. So the Chrysler Crossfire SRT-6 started at $45,695 for the automatic coupe version, and just under $50,000 for the automatic convertible. Again, no manual option available for either of them. And basically, this Crossfire was a financial disaster for Chrysler. There was no manual transmission, no reputation based on previous cars, and it was priced very close to other competitors like the BMW M3 and other Corvettes. So this means that it really wasn't very popular with customers. Why would you buy it when there are better alternatives on the market? And they sold just over 4,000 cars in 2005 and 2006 of the SRT-6 model, and then they canceled it. So, looking at number 4 on the list of forgotten SRTs is the Dodge Magnum SRT-8. So the Magnum was released in 2005 along with the Chrysler 300, and it was the first wagon Dodge had made for many years. And in 2006, the Magnum SRT-8 came out. So this shared the same 6.1-liter V8 Hemi engine as future SRT-8 models like the Charger and Challenger, and that 6.1-liter Hemi made 425 horsepower and 420 foot-pounds of torque. So this means the Magnum SRT-8 could get to 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds and the quarter mile in about 13.6 seconds. And the SRT-8 Magnum got a lot of upgrades from the regular Magnum, as all the SRT cars have so far, such as 20-inch wheels, firmer suspension, bigger Brembo brakes, and a different front and rear end. So the SRT-8 started at a price of only $37,995, which was considered a steal at the time, and this is also a lot lower than the Crossfire was as well. And it was also named the best modern new muscle car in 2006 in Canada, and the Magnum SRT-8 was available from 2006 to 2008. So the first year saw almost 3,000 sales, and then it dropped off to about 200 by the third year in 2008. And total production was about 4,130 over the 3 years. So basically what we're seeing here is that the car started off very popular, and then it just couldn't keep up when Dodge came out with the Charger. And eventually Dodge had the same car 4 times, basically, with the Charger, Challenger, 300, and Magnum. So customers just did not want to buy this car. They preferred the other ones, and it was dropped after 2008. And the final SRT on my forgotten list is the legendary Dodge Ram SRT-10. This pickup was around from 2004 to 2006, and it used the Viper V10 engine at the time, which had 500 horsepower and 525 pounds of torque. This meant that a full-size pickup was doing 0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds and the quarter mile in 13.8 seconds, which is ridiculous for a truck. There was a regular cab offered with manual transmission and a quad cab offered with automatic transmission. And so there are many features added for this SRT-10, such as a deep front fascia, front splitter, rear spoiler, 305 wide tires on 22-inch Viper wheels, a special hood with air intake, lowered suspension, red brake calipers, a Hurst shifter, massive Viper rotors, and a custom dual exhaust, just to name a few. So it's a pretty sick truck. And the Ram SRT-10 was a very popular truck with a base price of $52,710. You got a high-performance V10 that can tow, carry 4 people, and race just about anything on the roads as well, because it's super fast. And actually in 2004, this truck set a Guinness World Record for being the world's fastest production truck, hitting almost 155 miles per hour. And over the 3 years, the Ram sold 9,527 times in many colors, such as Flame Red, Night Runner, and Yellow Fever, before they stopped production. So that's the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed looking at all these cool, awesome, older SRT models. Unfortunately, they all got discontinued at some point, but it's still cool to see them, and their legacy lives on in the SRT community. So let me know which one is your favorite, and make sure to subscribe for more Mopar and car content. I'll see you next video.